President Trump has announced that he will nominate Harmeet Dhillon, our friend, our favorite Harmeet Dhillon, for Assistant Attorney General for Civil Rights at the U.S. Department of Justice. This is one of President Trump's very best picks. I don't know if there's anyone who has been more of a fighter, both with passion and effectiveness, than Harmeet Dhillon. This is President Trump's announcement. He said, "I'm pleased to nominate Harmeet Dhillon as Assistant Attorney General for Civil Rights at the U.S. Department of Justice. Throughout her career, Harmeet has stood up consistently to protect our cherished civil liberties, including taking on big tech for censoring our free speech, representing Christians who were prevented from praying together during COVID, and suing corporations who use woke policies to discriminate against their workers. Harmeet is one of the top election lawyers in the country, fighting to ensure that all and only legal votes are counted. She's a graduate of Dartmouth College and the University of Virginia Law School and clerked at the U.S. Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals. Harmeet is a respected member of the Sikh religious community. In her new role at the Department of Justice, Harmeet will be a tireless defender of our constitutional rights and will enforce our civil rights and election laws fairly and firmly. Congratulations, Harmeet." I think I speak for all of us when I echo President Trump. Congratulations, Harmeet. I'm not only delighted on behalf of all Americans, I am personally very proud of you. Harmeet has come to, let me just take a step back for a second. There's probably not a single prominent person in the conservative movement, whether this is a politician or a media person like myself, who Harmeet has not helped at some point behind the scenes. She is so giving, so smart, and so for how busy she is willing to sit down and listen and talk and help anybody who needs it. So I'm delighted by this. Also, the funniest response to President Trump's nomination came from Mark Elias. You know who Mark Elias is? Mark Elias is the self-styled Democrat super lawyer. He's the lawyer behind all of the electioneering and the rigging before the 2020 election, like all the election law changes in the name of COVID. And this is Mark Elias's response to Harmeet Dhillon, who's his biggest foil. He tweeted and said, "Breaking: Donald Trump has nominated a sycophant loyalist to head the Department of Justice's Civil Rights Division. This will put pressure on groups and election lawyers to fight for voting rights in court. DOJ will be on the side of vote suppressors and election deniers." Mark Elias is scared. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. If Harmeet's his biggest foil, then it is one of the best appointments that Trump has made to put her in the Department of Justice. By the way, you want a little example of how corrupt Mark Elias is? Mark Elias's law firm made $650,000 off of the Bob Casey recount. You remember the corrupt Bob Casey recount. Money in Mark Elias's pocket. What an absolute scoundrel. An absolute scoundrel.